And now from TreasureIslandOldies.com, here's the rock and roll news for the week of March 24th. Private Elvis Presley was inducted into the U.S. Army this week in 1958. Future Rolling Stones Mick Jagger and Keith Richards made their professional stage debut with the group called Little Boy Blue and the Blue Boys at a club in Ealing, England this week in 1962. Freddie and the Dreamers' Do the Freddie record was released this week in 1965. In 61, Elvis appeared in concert for the very last time for 8 years, and it was a benefit for the USA Arizona Memorial at Pearl Harbor in Hawaii. In 1966, the photograph for the famous, or the infamous, Butcher cover for the American Beatles album Yesterday and Today got taken, and in 1967, a year later, the album cover for Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band was photographed. The movie version of Tommy premiered this week in London, England in 1975. Eric Clapton married the ex-wife of George Harrison, Patty Layla Boyd, in Tucson, Arizona this week in 1979. Speaking of Eric, when he quit the Yardbirds, Jeff Beck joined the group this week as Eric's replacement in 1965. The song Whatever Will Be, Que Sera, Sera, which was from the movie The Man Who Knew Too Much, a great, great movie and one of my favorites of all time and a great Hitchcock. It won the Academy Award for the Best Original Song this week in 1957. Gene Chandler received a gold record for The Duke of Earl in 1962. Leslie Gore appeared on television on American Bandstand for the first time this week in 1963. 85 rioters were arrested in Paris this week in 1966 at a Rolling Stones concert. John Lennon's boyhood home in Liverpool was open to the public this week in 2003. Dr. Hook and the Medicine Show finally got their wish in 1973 when they actually did appear on the cover of Rolling Stone. This week in 1964, Barbra Streisand opened on Broadway in Funny Girl. In the studio, the Everly Brothers recorded So Sad to Watch Good Love Go Bad in 1960. Roy Orbison recorded Only the Lonely in 1960. In 1958, Ray Charles cut Georgia on My Mind. Ricky Nelson recorded his first songs in the studio, I'm Walkin', a cover of the Fats Domino hit, and A Teenager's Romance in 1957. Chuck Berry cut No Particular Place to Go in 1964. Dee Clark recorded Hey Little Girl in 58. The Young Rascals recorded Groovin' in 1967. Also this week in 67, Van Morrison cut Brown Eyed Girl. Gary Lewis recorded Greengrass in 66. Elvis recorded Burning Love in 72. Brenda Lee cut I'm Sorry in 1960. And Blue Monday by Fats Domino was recorded this week in 1955. Birthdays for you. Billy Stewart, born 1937. Nick Lowe is 64. Dave Appel from the Applejacks is our senior citizen this week, coming in at 91. Nervous Norvis, born this week in 1912, his real name, Jimmy Drake. Sir Elton John is 66. Aretha Franklin turned 71. Johnny Burnett was born in 1934. Bonnie Guitar is 89. Songwriter Hoyt Axton, born this week in 1938. Diana Ross turned 69. Johnny Crawford, remember the son on The Rifleman, Mark McCain, he is having a birthday and he's 67. Alan Arkin, who was originally a member of the Terriers and later went on to become an actor and an Academy Award-winning one as well, he's 79. Rufus Thomas, born 1917. Fred Paris from the Five Satins is turning 77. Vicki Lawrence, 64. Teddy Pendergrass from Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, born this week in 1950. Steven Tyler from Aerosmith is 65. Rod Lauren, born in 1940. Sarah Vaughan celebrated a birthday. She was born this week in 1924. Terry Jacks from the Poppy Family originally, and then a major solo career. Of course, one of the biggest selling records of all time with The Seasons in the Sun. He's 67. Eric Clapton is 68. Frankie Lane, born this week in 1913. Rolf Harris is 83. Randy Van Warmer, born in 1955. Ronnie Rice from Chicago, from the New Colony 6, is 67. And Jim Mangrum, the Jim Dandy from Black Oak, Arkansas, he is 65. And from TreasureIslandOldies.com, that's your rock and roll news for the week of March 24th. Be sure to come to the Treasure Island Oldies blog for any late-breaking news, and it's at TreasureIslandOldies.com, and click blog. Thanks for listening. I'm Michael Godin.
Treasure Island Oldies.